Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of RambleCast, the podcast where I ramble. Simple as that. Today, we open up another discussion. Last two episodes have been pretty serious. I don't know why. I know it seems like it, but I don't go into an episode and start talking and then think I'm going to just try and make some serious point and some things that are going to change people's lives. I honestly don't do that. It's just it turns into that for some reason for me. But I've been keeping up with some stuff around sports. I've been watching a lot of golf recently, surprisingly. I was playing. I was on YouTube on my phone. This must have been a week or two ago. The YouTuber Northern Lion, subscribed to him. Been subscribed to him for a while when he was doing the Golden Goblet. Is that what it's called? The Goblet? Actually, I see a video on my screen now. I think it might just be the Goblet, but he did it. It's basically where he plays different games in sort of a certain amount of days, I guess. I don't know. But he was playing PGA Tour Golf 2019, and I remember, because in my childhood, one of the best games I used to play when I was a kid was Tiger Woods PGA Tour games. And you're looking at 2003, 2002, those Tiger Woods games. And they were quality, if you remember them, back on the PS2 on the Xbox original. Those games were quality, and I gave, because I've got the EA access, I bought the year thing when FIFA was out, because it's like 20 quid, and for a one-time purchase for a whole year, for loads of EA type games, it's not bad. You get the Maddens, you get the NHL if you want to try them, got a lot of options, Mass Effect, and unfortunately they didn't have PGA Tour, but they had the Rory McIlroy version, and I've been playing that, and it sort of bring back some good memories, and I've been enjoying it relatively decently, and then it got me like more into watching some stuff online, and before it was really boring, and I think it still can be for me. I think the way it's sort of broadcast is a bit odd to me, but the way that they broadcast it the way I'd like it to be broadcast probably couldn't be done, because otherwise it'd be a lot of hit and wait, because you could be watching a golfer do like a swing into the fairway for his first shot, and then it will just cut to someone else, or it'll cut back to studio, and then you'll hear like later, you watch someone else, then you'll hear later on, oh, that person's on, and it on part like a handicap of -2, and you're like, and you just go, yeah, I wish there was a bit more focus on something instead of just going through this overall thing. I know it's sort of similar to Formula 1 in a way, where it's waiting for leads to change. Someone's in the lead, oh, they've dropped down a place because this person got an eagle, or whatever. Dogs barking outside, bless them. Not my dogs, neighbours. Yeah, no, I was watching what are they called? They're like four friends, and they play golf, and they played an 18-hole course with it's either a former or a current PGA Tour golfer, and they beat him. But they didn't beat him because they were better than him. So how it worked is, Kinney would play a normal game of golf, so he'd hit it, and then he'd take his next move, and he'd like you would normally play a golf. You hit it wherever it lands, you hit it again until you get to the hole. That's basically golf. But what they do is the 4 guys would have a shot each, and they can decide whose they prefer to carry on from, and then all 4 of them would have a go on the person's shot, and basically all 4 of them would have a go until the best one pops up, until they win the hole. So really, it's like they get 4 attempts at a shot, and they get to choose which one to use. So that was good. And it made me want to play golf, like really badly. But I get these things where I see things like, you know, I'm into basketball a lot, so I've been wanting to play basketball. You know, when the Premier League's coming back, I'll be wanting to play football. I want to do all these things. Watching darts as well. I'm really into my darts at the moment. I really want to get a dartboard and play darts. It's just like, it's like everything now, and sort of I get into these sort of situations where I'm into these sort of things, and I desperately want to try them. Even if it's, you know, picking up a driver, just a classic driver, and just hitting the range, like I live in Tunbridge Wells, and next to Tunbridge Wells, like, is a town called Tunbridge, which you might have heard of. Tunbridge Wells, and Tunbridge has a golf range. I want to say it's owned by American Golf. It might be one of their ones. I could be wrong. It's not like a really good one. It's not like the ones in London where, you know, you hit it, it goes forward, and then you try and land it on like not the hole, and you get a score if you hit the hole or whatever, and if you don't, you don't. It's sort of just smack a ball into an open thing. Little robot thing comes and collects the balls. You pay like however much for like 100 balls or whatever. Easy fun is what I'd call it. Easy fun, and it's good. It's fun. I really want to get into it. And I want to get into darts as well. Like I said before, like I've been watching darts a lot, and when I play darts, because I'm not good. I'm awful at darts because I don't play it. I'm absolutely awful. So we'll play around the clock and stuff like that. But I want to get into a real game of darts. You know, you start at 501, you have to win the set on a double. That type of game. Maybe I'm all growing up. It all started. This is a joke. It all started when I bought screwdrivers. A set of screwdrivers. That's when I felt like, oh shit, I've grown up. But to be fair, that was for a PC, because I just I hope my PC's okay. Right, I'm tailoring off. I will return back to the point I was already on. But I bought a PC, alright, and I had this PC for ages. It cost me £500, and I loved it. It had no graphics card though. It integrated graphics. I bought a graphics card for it. It was a GTX 1050 Ti GeForce graphics card. Decent. It's all right. I was looking for something that'll play games relatively cheap, and it was relatively cheap, and it does the job. And at the moment, it's not working. It's not the graphics card. It's not like I installed it wrong. I installed it right because it'd been working for months and months after that. I just press the button, nothing will turn on. So I'm hoping to get it to a shop to have a look at it and see what's wrong with it. Because we tried changing the fuse. I'm hoping it's just a problem with the power supply, so I can just get a new power supply and replace it. But dreading it. I'm dreading the thing I'm dreading. It doesn't look like it's a case just from my eye. Is that the motherboard's fried, because the motherboard would have like marks on it or whatever. It's got nothing to tell that something's gone wrong. I'm hoping it's something trivial that I can easily fix, or even not, even if I have to buy the part for it and take it into the shop for them to put it in, because I don't know how to put a computer together. I can't do that. But if it's something where it's just cheap to replace, I'll be happy. But the fact that it doesn't turn on at all really fucking scares me. But it happened just before quarantine, so best time for it to fucking happen. Nothing was open, so I need to get it looked at some place. But looping back, when I got the graphics card, came in Amazon, I couldn't wait. I was like I was just so excited. I was like, yay, I get to play my games. Because I was playing, like, I don't know, Hearthstone, Minecraft, stuff that could run on integrated graphics. That shit was like, I put it in, everything started working, a bit more responsive. I was like, we done out here, done now. We done out here. Installed the driver, brilliant. I'm jumping ahead. I'll jump ahead the story there, but the point of the screwdriver is I had to get a screwdriver set for the thing, and it came in pretty late. It must have been something like 7-8 o'clock. And I'll mention Tunbridge again because that's where I headed. I looked on my phone. I was like, how can I need to. Right, I panicked. Right, I got my phone. I looked on Argos quickly. Screwdriver set. I think it was like 20 quid, £15. Really good set, magnetised ends, really easy to work. In fact, let me show you something. See that door handle? Just put your back. That door handle I installed myself with that screwdriver set, okay? I am so happy with that screwdriver set. And I screwed it in and I was like, fucking, I'm a fucking man. Fucking screwdriver set was singing I'll Make a Man Out of You by Mulan, motherfucker. But I bought it and I was thinking, and this thing came over me. We were like, you know, that that epiphany moment where you know, when you get to, I'm not saying I'm old, but when you get to my age, like 23, 20, 22, 25, and you make a purchase and you remember to when you're a kid and, like, say your dad bought something and you're like, why would he buy something like that when he could buy something fun? Like, you know, he's really excited about a screwdriver. Like, he's really excited about getting this power drill. And, you know, when he could have got fucking something fun, like a game or whatever. And it's just one of those things where you just reminisce and you're like, man, I've turned into, you know, you see yourself grow into a more of an adult person. And it doesn't make you any more of an adult person, but it's sort of that thing that pops in your mind and makes you click and you think, fuck, yeah, I remember being a kid. I remember being that kid that was like, shit, he's buying a fucking screw. You fucking dumb. I didn't say that in my head. I probably, what, you freaking dumb? You freaking dummy. You got an Xbox game. You got a PlayStation 2 game. PlayStation 2 when I was a kid, obviously, but man, I was really happy with it. And that was a long time to talk about screwdrivers, but the point of that is funny, that the stuff that makes you the stuff that makes you feel makes you feel a bit more adult, you know, just little things like that. Trying to think of any other time that's happened. Actually, that door handle when I bought that, because basically what happened was, it was so shit. My dad, when I was younger, my dad replaced the door handle, and the handle actually just fell off. Like, it was dog wank. I mean, you know, I mean, I'd like to say I wasn't that heavy-handed with it, but let's face it, I probably was. But But I was still quite young. I mean, if I'm ripping off a door handle, that's dog shit. So for like years, I had this like door handle frame with a massive hole in it, and no latch, so I could put my finger through the hole and pull it through. You can't tell you how many times I hurt my finger doing that, accidentally pulling it a bit far, you know, stuff like that. It's just really, really annoying. Or I'll have like an old wire, because you remember when back in the day you'd have a Skybox or a Virgin box and you'd have it in your room, but you had to have wires all up in your house. So I've still got the wiring all up in my house. I've got random wire in my room. So what I'd do is I'd open the door and I'd put a wire in between it, and that would also shut the door, but then I'd pull the wire and it'd open the door. You had to get fucking creative. And then one day, I had enough. God damn it! I wanted a goddamn door handle. So I went to the range. I got it with loads of other shit, not my shit, but the range that's near me in the Tunbridge Wells town is joint with an Iceland's, and I was like, I was so happy though. Oh my god, I was so happy. I mean, what are the chances where you're going to the range? I go, I need to go to the range because I really need to get this door handle because I'm getting real sick of it. And my mum was like, yeah, make sure you get food though, because you need to get dinner. And I was like, yeah, whatever, that's fine. But anyway, I was just fucking. I just finished work. I had like a 10-hour shift. I walked down the hill. I'd have to buy the door handle, walk all the way up the hill, go around town. If you know Tunbridge Wells town, where the range is at the bottom of this really steep hill, and you got to go up that, straight, up that, round, Tesco's, you're there. Luckily, I go into the range and I go, why is that Iceland's a joint with a range? So I phone my mum, get it, bus stop near the train station. I was so happy. I was so happy that happened. I was like, I didn't have to go up that fucking hill. And I got back and I installed it. Good memories though, real good memories. I mean, with this lockdown, I've had a bit more of an appreciation about certain stuff, like buses. Like I remember just fancy going there and then going on a bus and just going. And I'll be walking somewhere, like shops or whatever. I ain't got a drink. I need a bottle of Poopsie Max, right? So I'll take the bus and I'll go to the shops. I'll go to Tunbridge. I'll go this place because it's cheaper, and I can get other bits nearby. Or I need to get something else. I'll pop on a bus, go grab it. And I'll every now and then I'll be walking to the shops and I'll see a bus come by and I'll just look at it thinking, man, just good memories, really good memories. Even because I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking lazy. I'll take a bus, go to work. I could walk it. It's like a half an hour walk, but you know, I can't be. It sounds bad. It's just, you know that thing when you like walk into work and you're like, oh, fucking work. I don't want to walk to work because it's not, because it's just effort for something that I don't really want to do at that time. So I'll take the bus and I'll take the bus back. But yeah, I mean, even with the thought of work behind it, I still have good memories. I have bad memories. You ever had that? I mean, you know, I'm sure everyone's had that where the bus has been late and they're late for work and they get moaned at for being late. You know, I can't fucking help the bus. I can't help that fucking, you know, they cancelled 3 buses on me. But Yeah, little bits like that, a little bit like that. It will give us a bit. I think this is what happened for a lot of people. Is this lockdown will give people a new perspective on freedom, because we've all been free one way or another. I've been used to being, like I said last episode, sheltered a lot. So I've been used to being at home a lot. Like, my childhood was spent at home. My mates want me to. My mates said I can go around the house. Can I go? No, you can't because da da da. Oh, they're going to the theme park. Can I go? No, because da da da. And I got so disappointed and used to that when I was younger that when I was out during lockdown, I was used to it. But at the same time, I'm stuck in this feeling once again where I'm like, I want to go here, I can't. And that's why I've been, me and my friend Albie, we were talking over Messenger. And we was talking and I was saying like, and I always did this, like especially when I was like 20. I was like, yeah, we'll go on a holiday, we'll go abroad. And then nothing would happen. No planning, no nothing, everything just forgotten about. And I was talking yesterday and I was like, you know, I'm getting real, you know, he was, and this was something rare about him. I hadn't seen him do for a while. It was like, I think he usually he'll send me something about a game called Vanguard, which is like a card game on your phone. I really like it. It's really good. Or something about another game. He sent me a message saying, I'm really sick at home. I can't wait to go out and do stuff. And I was like, yeah, I want to go to London a lot more. And he was saying, yeah, he wants to go visit the museum. And I was like, I hate the museum. You'll probably like it. I don't like. I'll tell you why I don't like the Natural History Museum. I get bored. I get really, really fucking bored, and it's just too much. I've tried. I've been 3 times to the Natural History Museum, the big one, and I've been to the Science Museum twice, and the first time I liked it, and the only reason I liked it was for 2 reasons. One, there was a football from the 2006, am I right, 2006 World Cup? It's the one where England played Sweden, Michael Owen got injured and he was out for the tournament, and Joe Cole scored one of the best goals in World Cup history. That ball was, I think it was a Joe Cole ball, was in the museum. I could be wrong. And for some reason it was next to a female condom. Because it was bad, because I was looking at the ball and I was like, why are you looking at female condoms? And I was like, it was fucking next to a World Cup ball. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking stare at the female condom and there's a fucking World Cup ball next to it. Fuck off. But I've been there was that, and there was also the simulation. There was like a roller coaster simulation, like, and it'd just be like a little thing you move and it moves about. I thought it was really cool when I went in. Second time I went, it was boring, really boring. So I mean, I could go to a museum, but if I went, I'd have to go somewhere interesting for me, like the War Museum or something about World War II. Like, I've been to places which are interesting. Like, I'm really interested in World War. I remember in my primary school, St Matthew's, there was a bunker in the school, and you'd go under it. And when I was really young, I was too scared to go in it because it was really dark. But there was lights inside. It was just the entrance was dark, and I was like, I don't want to go in. And I stood and waited for everyone to go out. And the second time, I was in year 6, and I was like, am I really going to be this bitch? All the fucking year 4s are going in. Fuck it, I'm going in. And I was still scared, but when I went in, it was fine because it was all lit. And it was all World War II memorabilia. I remember it being so cool. That's a tangent anyway. He was talking about going to museums. I was like, yeah, you're probably like, not my thing. I wanted to go see a good stand-up comedian. Like, I watched Jimmy Carr at the Tunbridge Wells a Royal Assembly, and I had a blast. He was really good. And I was like, because I want to go see like a big comedian. Like, how jealous I was when Bill Burr was in London. When is Bill Burr going to be in London again? Bill Burr was in London, and he did a fucking stand-up routine. I was like secretly dying inside that I hadn't gone to see something like that. So I want to go to London. I want to see a big show. I want to go Corona Central, and I want to fucking just watch a stand-up comedian in a big arena, assembly hall thing. I want to do something like that. Also, you know, we were talking about holidays, and I said, yeah, I want to go abroad somewhere like Greece or Bali, somewhere hot with a beach, maybe someplace where the alcohol's cheap, like Prague in the Czech Republic. And he said, so you're looking for a booze up? And I was thinking to myself, I was like, am I? No. I mean, I'm not a particularly big drinker. I drink. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say I don't. I do. I enjoy a drink. I enjoy a drink with my mates. But the amount of times I drink is very rare. Like, God, last time I had a drink, definitely 2 months ago. But when I do have a drink, I'll enjoy myself. And I think that's the best way to be. And I'm very blessed that I've not got a problem where, you know, I drink a lot, which is good. I can turn it on and off, where I can be like, yeah, I'm having a good time, and yeah. But and I was sitting there thinking to myself, I was thinking, no. But the thing is, I want the freedom to be able to do that. And a lot of the time, you have different types of freedoms. So a rich person has more freedom than a poor person because they have the freedom to go do what they want because they have more money to do so. In that regard. But it may be someone famous won't, because they'll get recognised all the time and they'll get bothered all the time, so they have perhaps less freedom than someone who has less money. So there's different types of freedom. When stuff's cheaper, it'd be more freedom. And I just think that's a big thing. I want the freedom to be able to go, should we do this? Yes, right, let's plan it. Blah, 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 this is the details. Blah, 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 this is the details. Go, spend a week, have a laugh, have some drinks, spend time on a beach, get up to no good. And when I mean up to no good, I don't mean no criminal activity or fucking hard drugs or anything like that. I don't know. Just have a fun time. And that's what I want. I just want to go somewhere for a week, have a laugh, forget about everything. And you know, I could do that in England. I wouldn't mind. I think that's what because I had a revelation. I was like, the abroad thing I want to do because I've never been abroad. But the thing here that I'm talking about, that I desperately want, is just spending a week with friends to have a laugh with. Because I've had loads of family holidays. I've had one. That's how tragic it is. I've had loads of family holidays, Butlins, holiday resort parks, you name it. I even went to a holiday park where I did the linesman job. We were playing in a tournament at Canberra Sands and I was coaching my brother's side. My dad was managing the side and I think one of the kids' dads was doing the other side. And one of the dads, he actually really nicely paid me like 30 quid to do the line job. So I did the lino for every single linesman, so for every single game. And I had a really good time. And that's not even just getting paid, I got paid afterwards, which was pretty cool. And I didn't expect to get paid because I expected, because I think he was drinking at the time. And you know what, some people say stuff and you're like, Yeah, okay, yeah. But, you know, in fairness to him, he did do it. But yeah, no, it was, I really find it was a good time because there's loads of arcade machines everywhere. You could go play football. They had a pool. They had a pool table. And you could just go nuts. And they had a punching machine. And I did really good on the punching machine. And I think my dad spent like maybe nearly £10 to beat it. And I thought it was pretty funny. I just remember it looked really badass. I went, that's how it is, right? I took my jacket off. And I threw it on the floor. I didn't jab it, by the way. I was just throwing a punch. I don't know how to throw a proper punch, to be honest. I just know you do that and you twist as you put through, and then you follow your shoulder through. And I just went whacked it. I forget what the score was, but I got an alright score. And then it's just like I'd go do something and I'd look back like half an hour later and he was still putting money in it. I think he must have spent, it was like 50p a go. You put a pound, but you have to put a pound, so you put a pound and you get 2 goes. And then you go, right, beat ya. I was like, you were there for like half an hour, like 40 minutes. I was like 14 at the time. I must have been. But yeah, just, you know, stuff like that. It's just really good times. And you know, and I'm not saying I wouldn't want to go on a family holiday, because I am going on a family holiday. We're going to Butlins next year. And I'm looking forward to that because I'm not that fussy. I mean, people call it prison camp, but I sort of like that stuff where it's like, you know, you have your football area, you have your sports area, you have your sports bar, you have your like normal bar, you have shows there, you have different things you could do. You could go outside, just hang on the beach. There's like just loads of stuff you can do, and that's the sort of stuff I like. Just stuff you can do that's fun. It's not as good as it used to be. I mean, before you used to have like archery tournaments, pool tournaments, but they got rid of all that now because idiots like us will pay the money to go do it, and it's really expensive. But I'm looking forward to that. But I want to do something with my friends where, because there's always that thing where it's like, have you ever like wanted to do something alone and then someone will say, oh yeah, no, we'll all do it together, and you're like, oh, okay. But like if you're somewhere in your hotel room and it's just some instance where you want to take a walk up the beach or whatever by yourself just to think, you can do that and you don't have anyone bothering you. But you know, but then you all hang out and then you all have a laugh afterwards. It's all like the best of both worlds. I like the option to do that, even if it's like for example, classic day. I wake up, we all meet up, we all go to a pub, hang out, we go to the beach, by the sea, we chat, we have a laugh, we go have dinner somewhere, and then we go back to our hotel rooms, and then you know, later night I go, you know what, I fancy a walk, and I'll just put on some clothes, put on like a button shirt, but not button it up, like a pink flowery shirt with like a white top, some jean shorts and some sandals, just classic fucking beach attire. And just you know, roam the beachfront at night, like 8 o'clock in the evening. Just see a bar, stop off at the bar and go, oh, there's a bar there, have a drink, sit down, have a drink, maybe some people chat to you, have a nice chat with some strangers, meet some people. It's stuff like that I really enjoy. I really enjoy the idea of going somewhere and not particularly knowing the area and going, oh look, there's a place up there, let's go check out, and see what it's all about. Or you know, just spontaneous. I love being spontaneous, going to do something and then just get sidetracked and go, oh, you know, I was planning on going to fucking, I don't know, Burger King to get something to eat, but this restaurant looks nice and they sell this stuff, I could really go for that. Yeah, let's go in and see how much it costs. Stuff like that I really enjoy. But I couldn't enjoy a holiday by myself. I don't think I could do that by myself. I get too lonely because I'm not, and this contradicts what I said before, but I won't talk to strangers. Like, just start talking to strangers. I'll say stuff every now and then, like I'll go, like, you know, I'll go, alright, cheers mate, yeah, and I might put like a little comment, like a funny comment or whatever, like, yeah, I don't know, getting fucking robbed, look his prices, like, you know, classic small talk shit. But if you talk to me, I'll talk to you, and I'll enjoy it. But I feel I don't like cringe. I really don't like cringe. Like, a lot of films I watch that are very cringy, like The Office. Like, so I can't get through The Office fully. I have to watch it in segments because I can't deal with it. I'm like, no, I can't do it. So when I go up to someone and if I talk to them and they don't want to be talked to and they don't want to be bothered, then you see that and you're like, oh, I've just bothered this person, I'm going to leave now. And then I'm just thinking about it for like hours. I'd rather someone talk to me and then I'll get into that conversation with them. But when I get to know someone, I'm pretty lively. And if you talk to, I know it's that classic like white girl shit where it's like, oh my god, you can ask all my friends, I am the life of the party. But honestly, right, you ask anyone I know, they'll tell you that he's fucking, he's loopy, and he'll just say shit, because I like saying shit that makes people laugh, so I just randomly come up with shit. I couldn't do a holiday on my own. I get too lonely because I wouldn't talk to anyone. And if no one talked to me, it'd be a week of me not talking to anyone. And I think that'd be depressing. The only way I talk to people is if I talk to them on the phone or Messenger, which is what I'm doing now, basically, other than my family. And I wouldn't even have that here, so that there. So I'd be just, I wouldn't enjoy it. Couldn't do that. No, definitely couldn't do that. I was interested in that sort of stuff for a bit. Like recently I've been watching, is it Bald and Bankrupt? Is that the YouTube channel? It's this guy, he speaks Russian, he's English, bald, and he goes to like all these places that are random and he just explores it. Like he travelled from Russia, from Makashkala, and he travelled through train. He went across the border to Azerbaijan, to Baku, and then he went to Gaya. He travelled to Gaya by rental car, and he would just find stuff, stop along the way, and go check out. Like he saw this abandoned aircraft, and he fucking climbed it and went in the cockpit and looked and stuff like that. And I thought that stuff's really cool, but the problem with that is I couldn't do that because I've got the worst sense of direction in the world. I'd be fucking bringing up Google Maps, and if nothing came up, I'd be fucked. I'd be like lost and stranded. They'd find me 20 years later speaking, I don't know, say I was in fucking Italy speaking broken Italian. Oh, that'd be fucked. That'd be so fucking funny. No, it wouldn't be funny. All I'm saying is funny. Just the idea of it's funny. The idea of it's funny. Good times. It'd be good times. I'm having a good time now. This hasn't been depressing at all. This chat hasn't been depressing at all. I was really enjoying it. I've been really enjoying this chat. Yeah, I want to go on holiday. Do stuff. Problem is, if you go on holiday, you have to wait till next year until everything calms down. And I don't mean in terms of the virus, I mean in terms of the people. because the virus is going to be the same until they come up with a vaccine, if they ever come up with a vaccine. There'll be a point where people are like, okay, it's too much. It's just we have to deal with it now. Like the flu. And that's what it'll become. It'll become like I'm trying to think of a disease. It's very difficult because nothing's been on this massive scale. But it'll be something like, oh, I hope I don't catch it type of thing. But it's quite easy to catch. The flu. It's like catching the flu, except probably less dangerous for you than the flu, but still quite dangerous. And the fact that loads of people can catch it, it's once you've caught it and you're fine, it's all right. It's when you've caught it and you're fucked, and the problem is it's just easy to catch, and that's what people are struggling with. My phone is on low battery. It's on 15%, so I'm gonna end the video here. Yeah, I've had a really good chat. This has been really good, like mentally for me, having a laugh and thinking about the future. And I think it's like subconsciously I've followed through sort of what I want to do, and sort of narrowed down maybe places where I want to go in my head. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put my phone on charge and have a look. But we'll see. It's early days, yeah. It won't be till next year. Got to wait for people to calm down about it all, and then go from there. But I'm hoping you're all having a fantastic day, evening, afternoon. Yeah. Have a nice one. All right. Have a nice one on me. I'm gonna end this. Have a nice poopsie Max, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.